What is up, everybody? Here on MLB The Show 18, we have the Minnesota Twins franchise. It's good to see you all here again today as we're going to play some spring training today. Maybe it's not the most exciting part of baseball, but we have a lot of new additions on this team, and I want to get familiar with them. We just made some moves in the last off-season stream a couple days ago, and now we're going to play with them for the first time before we get on to the games that count. So, welcome, everyone. I also saw that it was actually showing the countdown when it was less than a minute. So I feel like I might be able to start avoiding the lates. Not entirely, but slowly but surely I will win this battle against the lates. How's everyone doing here on this Sunday? MLB The Show 18 is officially out on Tuesday, but it's been out now since Thursday night, Friday morning on early release if you had pre-ordered the game. One sec as I get this out for everyone on Twitter to see that I'm streaming right now. I'm excited though. I'm really looking forward to this year in the franchise. It's hard not to after all the moves that we made. This is one of the most impactful off seasons I've really ever had on my channels. And this is just a transformation. We have Paul Goldschmidt now as our first baseman. That was the big signing we made, but then we get an ace for our pitching staff in Dallas Kuechel. We also add in the closer Raisel Iglesias through a trade. We get Charlie Blackmon, Nelson Cruz, Josh Harrison. Hopefully all these moves work out for us. It was a lot of money to spend, and it's a pretty aggressive approach for a team that is trying to get back to the postseason. So we're going to get into some games today, and we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to play, like, I'm not sure if I'll play a full 9-inning game today, but I'm going to play, like, a few innings of this first game, I know. I might go into player lock and just get some at-bats with all of our new additions, so I can just try them out. But I think we'll just start here by getting into our first game against the Red Sox, and we'll start pitching with Dallas Kuechel, and we'll take some cuts against Chris Sale. So let's play. Oh, I don't have 4 valid lineups. One moment while I get that fixed, please. Will Barrios be in the rotation? I don't think he will early on. Probably again at AAA as we try to develop him. There's still a long way to go with him, sadly. So I have the right-handed one finished. I wish I could just copy this to the other ones because I don't want to rebuild it entirely. What isn't working here? Let me just, it's right field. Let me throw Charlie Blackmon in there. I will customize all this stuff later, but for now I will, when I get into a game, I'll just customize, or actually, it's probably going to mess up the simulating, so maybe I have to do this. Are you a Wild fan? I'm not sure how you really define fan. Like, if I had to pick a hockey team, yes, it would be the Minnesota Wild, but I don't watch hockey on a regular basis or even semi-regular basis. How many games are you playing? It's not really about how many games today. It's more about I want to play for like an hour and a half to 2 hours and however much we get done. Willie Ordonez better get some at-bats. Oh, he will. There's a chance that he's on our bench to start the year. So that is basically a must. Let me grab my notebook here and I'll just write down this order so I can just plug it in to everything. So that would be Charlie Blackmon. Like I said, I wish it was easier to copy and paste. Yunel Escobar, Paul Goldschmidt, Miguel Sano, Cruz, Harrison, Rosario, Castro, and Buxton right now is basically second leadoff there at 9. I'm not using sliders in the show. I've never actually messed with the sliders here. I like the way the game plays, and I don't want to mess with it. Coming from, obviously, somebody who plays a lot of Madden, the last thing I want to do is worry about a bunch of adjustments to sliders. So, while I'm sure it's significantly easier in this game, I don't really feel like messing with it. So, 1 second as I get everything back to the way it's supposed to be. I did move Yunel Escobar to shortstop, so that's now his default position. I'm not sure why it's not having our regular starters in there all the time here, but I guess it's an easy fix. I'd like to also get some swings in here with Nick Gordon, whose ratings are on the rise. I think he begins this year at AAA, but I don't think he's far away from making it to the bigs finally. Let's see, who's up next? I need to get Josh Harrison here. Where is he? I should have done this before the stream, but I didn't think about it. I had some time to do this too. Alright, so this should be Cruz, but there's no DH. So we just replace everybody else. That's perfect. Well, against righties, do I want anybody else in there? No, that's probably good. Who is it that Cruz struggles against? Although I'm probably not going to have him play in the field. It was righties, obviously. Then lefties with DH. Is catcher a top priority? As far as like what I upgrade next on the team, I'd say it's right near the top. I think that we have a couple guys in the organization who are intriguing, so it might be an internal fix. But I'm not 100% sure yet if Mitch Garver or Justin O'Connor can do the job. O'Connor's the one I really like because he has B potential, but he's already 27, so I'm a little uncertain about that. I still think he's a good talent, and he might be our backup catcher this year. Where do I have Yunel Escobar? There he is. Josh Harrison. Let's go. Charlie Blackmon back to the top. Doing my best here to do this quickly. Alright, that one is all set up correctly, and then it's just this one I need to fix quick. Buxton still hits righties way better than lefties. That's kind of a weird situation with him. Let's see, and Rosario hits lefties pretty well. Josh Harrison hits lefties very well. Against righties, I might sit Harrison every now and then. We do have some platoon players that could get some more swings, so I'll kind of manage the roster as we go. But now I think we are ready to get into a game now in the Grapefruit League. Dallas Kuechel. And all these new players making their debuts. Skitter sends a super chat. Being a Pirates fan will be tough with McCutchen and Garrett Cole gone, but I hope the Twins do well. Where is Andrew McCutchen? I know where he is in my series. He's with the White Sox. And he did very well for them in the first year there. Andrew McCutchen. Oh yeah, he's with the Giants now.
Baseball here on the show. Today it's Grapefruit League action.
I'm dropping some frames here. Sorry, something is lagging. I'll try to identify the problem here. It's dropping quite a bit of frames.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup.
So if you're having any issues, it's on my end. If you can hear this, it's on my end.
I see for this lineup is they're going to have to make this defense work. They're not afraid to kick the baseball around. If they can put the ball in play.
Well, yep, it's certainly dropping frames right now.
They don't even have to worry about running into a 3-run home.
Chris Sale gets the ball for the Red Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier.
Why is it still dropping frames? Can you please recover?
95 to 98 miles an hour.
I think it's recovering a little bit now. It's getting a little bit more stable. There we go. Please stay stable. I just want to play some baseball.
That's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Alright, so Charlie Blackmon now helps out our outfield. I thought it was important to get one of those corner spots better. We had Rosario and Kepler just doing the same thing. They're like mid-70s overall, in their mid to late 20s. And they have power. They're like 20 home run guys, hitting in the low 230s, around there. So I thought that it was time to stop waiting for both to develop and instead just get one of them there. And we traded Kepler so we could get an upgrade. Here's Charlie Blackmon pulling to first base. Hopefully we get a chance to play against some not elite pitchers too.
Here's the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's 1 for 2. Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll try and get him.
We'll skip around these games though. I do want to get some at-bats with the new players especially. And then it's not really about finishing games right now. It's just about getting reps in.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know
More lag? What is going on with the stream today? I'm sorry, 1 second. There's all kinds of lag. I'm trying to take a look here at what I can fix. I'll have the gameplay back up in just a second. Wow, so many drop frames. I should still be live, but yeah, there clearly are some major issues going on right now with the internet. I'm not sure what the issue is exactly. Please stay stable so I can get some swings in here, please. Alright, Yunel Escobar hit 300 for us last year. That was just a major shock. I thought he'd be like decent depth or maybe like a 250 hitter. But no, he was our best offensive player. Especially when we had so many players end up on the DL. Yeah, it seems a bit better, but I hope it stays that way.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Alright, now the first at-bat here with Paul Goldschmidt, new first baseman. We go from a big contract to Joe Mauer to a big contract to Paul Goldschmidt.
8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the
Thank you all for being patient. I'm sorry about the lag right now. We got a fly ball here from Goldschmidt. It's going to travel a distance, but not quite to the fence. Very close.
Down 1, 2, 3. Now the Red Sox will get their shot, no score. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox
I'm still trying to see
one.
some of these
Mark
settings
DeRosa,
and what
tell us
exactly
about
is
this
going
lineup
on.
in a daytime home contest.
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start
About to see Dallas Keuchel, maybe. I'd hope so. Let me pause this again. I don't know what the problem is. This hasn't happened before, not on this level. Sometimes we have a couple issues, but they go away very quickly. I think I'll try to reset everything and get this going again. So I'll be right back, everybody. Give me like 10 minutes and I will try to fix all this.